Welcome to Jamaica, the land of wood and water. But also, welcome to our new Jamaica, the land of possibilities and fulfillments, backed by a group of proactive leaders equipped with vision, purpose, and commitment. And of course, welcome to Jamaica Magazine. I'm Theodore Henry, who will be taking you today from your Kingston Gateway journey to having a little look at some of our developments in justice and agriculture. I'm pretty sure after all that, you won't want to leave our island home. Let's get to it.
Let's get a little breeze on this land. All right. Now let's get some bounce in the rhythm. All right. Let's get some fire on our hearts. Now that is what we call all right. Run, come, get some Jamaica.
Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, February 12. Government has signaled its priority focus on education, national security, and health, assigning them the lion's share of the national budget for the 2020-2021 financial year outside of the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service. That ministry again commanded the largest slice of the new fiscal year's $852.67 billion budget. The estimates of expenditure was tabled in the House of Representatives yesterday by Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clarke. Of the $411.5 billion going to the ministry he helms, $287.8 billion is for public debt servicing. The Education Ministry, which has been budgeted a total $118.5 billion, has seen its recurrent expenditure increased by over $5 billion and a slight increase of $23 million on its capital spend. Meanwhile, the government is proposing to spend $93.5 billion on national security and $77.9 billion on health and wellness in the new fiscal year, which begins on April 1. Key expenditures for the Security Ministry will include the acquisition of vehicles for the Jamaica Defense Force, Jamaica Constabulary Force, and the Department of Correctional Services. Money is also set aside to complete Phase 2 of the JDF's Burke Barracks and construct a training center at Montego and a military dog facility. Software and hardware will be purchased and training conducted to build out the JCF and JDF's cybersecurity capability, and cameras will be installed to continue upgrades to Jamaica's CCTV network. The renovation of police stations will also continue. Meanwhile, under health, money is set aside to begin work on the Western Children Adolescent Hospital and bring it to 60% completion. $1.78 billion is earmarked to complete Phase 2 of the redevelopment of the Cornwall Regional Hospital and bring Phase 3 to 30% completion. In other news, Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton is encouraging Jamaicans to have faith in the island's public health system and the workers in the sector. Minister Tufton made the call Tuesday during a town hall meeting in Vineyard Town. The meeting was called to assuage fears following the government's announcement that the St. Joseph Hospital in the community would be used to quarantine and treat persons suspected of contracting the novel coronavirus, which has now been officially named COVID-19 by the World Health Organization. Dr. Tufton told the audience that the island's public health system had a track record of preventing the entry and spread of communicable diseases on the island.
As a country, we have gone far in terms of life expectancy. When you have your children, they grow up doing well, and despite the challenges we have in public health, I would trust my life in the hands of a Jamaican public health official, a doctor and a nurse, any day over anybody else, because they are good at what they do.
In the meantime, local laboratory staff will be trained to test for COVID-19, previously known as the novel coronavirus. The staff will be trained by a team from the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO, who are now on the island.
By the following week, we expect that we will have the capacity to test. Now, this is very fortunate for us because it's not every country is going to have that capacity.
Testing for COVID-19 is currently being done at the U.S. Center for Disease Control and the Caribbean Public Health Agency. The turnaround time for results is 48 hours from the time samples reach the receiving lab and 24 hours in cases where all initial screenings are negative. Government has announced plans to construct a fire station to serve the hilly communities of southern Trelawney. The process to build the new station will commence in a few months. The announcement was made recently by local government minister Desmond McKenzie. He said land had been identified for the construction of the new fire station, which would bring the number of facilities in the parish to 2.
We know that this part of Trelawney is challenging. And in 2016, I indicated our intention to build new fire stations in certain sections of the country. If any fire occur in this area, it's either Christiana or Falmouth, which is a good distance away.
Minister McKenzie was speaking at the recent handover of a home for an indigent resident of Stettin, South Trelawney. The new station will serve Ulster Spring, Albertown, Waitabit, Warsop, Troy, Stettin, and other areas. And finally, the deadline for students to enter the Inter-School Visual and Performing Arts Competition for Jamaica Day 2020 has been extended to tomorrow, February 13. The Ministries of Education, Youth and Information and Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport are partnering with Fontana Pharmacy to host the competition. All primary and secondary schools are being invited to create and record an artistic piece of maximum 3 minutes highlighting their chosen icon. The piece should include music, dance, drama, and visual arts. Schools should send the video to the following email address, celebratingjamaica2020@gmail.com via WeTransfer or Google Docs. Jamaica Day 2020 will be hosted at the Denby High School in Clarendon on February 21 under the theme Celebrating Jamaica, highlighting our icons in the arts, agriculture, and technological innovations. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.
Protect yourself from the flu virus. Visit your nearest health center or doctor to get the flu vaccine. Cover your mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing. Wash your hands regularly with soap and water or by using an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Avoid the spread of germs by not touching your eyes, mouth, or nose. And be sure to regularly disinfect surfaces and objects that are used often. Remember, your health is your responsibility.
So you've reserved your space to watch today's Jamaica Magazine, and as your pilot taking you through the journey, our first stop is the Norman Manley International Airport. But just a note as we're heading out, stop for a minute and observe the upgrades which allow you to take off and land in fine style.
Welcome to the Norman Manley International Airport, your gateway to the Caribbean and the Americas. It's Jamaica's principal business and visiting friends and relatives access point, providing a wide range of services and amenities to meet the needs of the most discerning traveler. The Norman Manley International Airport provides a distinctly Jamaican experience and is a first-class facility characterized by efficiency. Through the departures experience, travelers have access to the fully automated Park and Fly extended parking facility. The Red Cap Porter service, which provides courteous luggage assistance from the curb to the ticketing counter. Spacious, inviting, and modern, the ticketing hall provides services from 13 airlines. And for convenience, the automated self-service Easy Check-in reduces wait time. Savor your last moments in capital Kingston by relaxing with family and friends, or with a memorabilia from the photo station. Choice, convenience, comfort. The Departures Lounge provides an all-inclusive package reflecting destination Jamaica. Through the variety of savory and spicy meals, specialty duty-free shops, and the airport art displays, a positive passenger experience is created. Club Kingston provides a secluded relaxation space for both leisure and business. The lounge affords a cultural experience reflecting Jamaican hospitality and luxury. Similar services can be accessed through the Club Kingston VIP Arrivals Lounge. Local and international travelers have the opportunity to acquire, select high-quality goods at exceptional prices through expanded duty-free shopping to either grab that memorabilia that defines a milestone or a gift for that special someone. The passenger pier provides access to immigration and customs services available 24 hours daily. For convenience, a customer service post is on site and automated check-in options. To guarantee minimal delays in the customs procedure, 3 processing options are provided. Nothing to declare, items to declare, and passengers for special consideration, including children, the disabled, and elderly. Travelers can access support services through the hospitality desks located in the transportation hall. Ground transportation, car rental, tour operators, and hotel accommodations can be arranged through this multi-purpose facility. The Arrivals forecourt provides an aesthetically pleasing environment with covered seating, a food court and bar. It is here that passengers are greeted with a true island experience, a very cool jelly coconut from the Jelly Man. Located on a picturesque peninsula and bordered by the 7th largest natural harbor in the world, the Norman Manley International Airport continues to provide modern air travel conveniences with 14 aircraft gates which can accommodate the Boeing 747-400, 2 remote stands, and multi-level departures concourse. Based on its strategic location, Norman Manley International Airport is capitalizing on air freight services through its state-of-the-art cargo and logistics center. This allows the airport to contribute to Jamaica's increasing role in the global air cargo trade. Safety and security is priority for the Norman Manley International Airport. The advanced security system for passenger and luggage screening is part of the layered approach adopted to ensure passengers are safely transported to and from their destinations. Effective, safe, and reliable general aviation services are also key to enhancing the traveler's experience and expectations. From arrival to departure, a high level of management systems and processes ensure that the general aviation services provided are equivalent to worldwide standards. For over 70 years, with over 130 international flights per week, the Norman Manley International Airport remains committed to providing travelers with an exceptional Jamaican experience through its world-class transportation hub. One capital, 2 coasts, 1 connection. The Norman Manley International Airport is your Kingston gateway to the world.
Reggae Month 2020 is here and a host of activities are in store across the island. Echoes of sound systems, Reggae Wednesdays, Reggae Gospel Concert, Bob Marley's 75th birthday celebrations, Doria Honours Award, Reggae Film in the Park, Children of the Icon Store concert and more. Keep up to date on all the activities. Download the new Reggae Month mobile app. Simply search the words Reggae Month Jamaica in the Google Play or App Store. The app will also allow you to add and promote your own Reggae Month activity. So what are you waiting for? Download away and make use of this innovative technology today. Reggae Month 2020. Come catch the rhythm.
Our second stop on today's journey is the St. Andrew Justice Centre. Learn a little more about the developments taking place in that area of our island.
The mandate of the new face of justice has been paramount in the evolving landscape of Jamaica's development thrust, and fittingly so, as the reform of the justice sector is a priority of the government of Jamaica under the National Development Plan 2030. But this new face of justice, Mr. Speaker, will graduate into what will be the mantra of the Ministry of Justice: first-class justice. Not only facilities, service, but the delivery generally across Jamaica.
So a promise was made to the people of Jamaica, and here is one more step towards its completion. Government is set on establishing justice centers right across the island. But what does this really mean for ordinary Jamaicans? Justice centers are established with the aim of providing alternative dispute resolution services in areas such as restorative justice, child diversion, and mediation. These centers will also facilitate the training of justices of the peace, or JPs, in those areas. The objective? To better enable JPs to peacefully resolve conflicts outside of the court system. And the latest addition to those already established facilities?
It is my distinct pleasure to welcome you this morning to the official opening of the St. Andrew Justice Center.
It is the view of this administration that through conflict resolution, mediation, quick delivery of justice, and maintenance of order, that we will see the dawn of a new day in the life of Kingston and St. Andrew.
These justice centers are important because it is from these centers that the custodies will make contact with all the justices of the peace. It is at that center that all the justices of the peace in the parish will gravitate in order not only to get information, but also to know what training sessions are being provided.
For the Justice Minister, a first-class justice system not only encompasses the work being done, but also the look and feel of the facilities. And so the St. Andrew Justice Centre will have much to offer in terms of its aesthetic appeal.
When you visit over there, you will see inside it is not only comfortable, but when persons visit, they can feel that the justice sector is delivering not only information, but first-class facilities to them.
This Justice Centre will hold amenities such as a reception area, meeting room, kitchen, sick bay, and 3 restrooms, as well as office spaces for the custos and centre manager. Now, how about that for a first-class justice system? Still, infrastructures like these take careful consideration, planning, and an attractive sum of funding. Thankfully, under the Ministry's Justice Sector Reform Implementation Plan, the European Union provided approximately $20 million, aided by the coffers of our country, to build out this facility.
Lack of confidence in the justice system poses a threat to governance and the rule of law. This is not a situation that we want. Therefore, the European Union, consisting of its member states and institutions, is pleased that the government of Jamaica has made justice sector reform a national priority.
And there's one more piece to the puzzle. The parish justice centres will also help with one of the most important parts of our justice system.
The parish justice centres have an important role to play in this regard and should go a far way in helping to clear backlogs and give people increased access to justice services.
We look forward to make you happy by the results that we hope to show, not only in the provision of better legal services, not only to ensure that justice is dispensed in a timely manner and that all the people of Jamaica can access justice, but by the facilities that we're putting forward to make sure that the people of this country can not only access but can have justice provided in attractive surroundings. And these justice centers form a part of this process.
And so the work continues, following through with the Ministry's commitment to transform our justice sector to world-class and ultimately first class.
I hope you're not too tired. I'm now linking all this experience to one of the things you may love most about Jamaica, and that's our food. Now I'm taking you to our farms. Then we're heading right back to our hotels. Well, we and the food. So here's Alex to make the link.
Many times we have so many things that we can't sell. We have, because sometimes all the farmers goes out and plant Irish potatoes, and it's too much. So what we do is just use the phone, same place in the field, get to them, and they try everything, and know before them, we only have spoilage. We can't sell. So no matter how it glut in the whole island, they find a way to unload it.
Bye-bye farm produce glut. Alex is here to move farmers' produce onto the plates of visitors to our shores.
The Agri-Linkages Exchange Center, good afternoon.
It's not my...
Hi, good afternoon, Mr. Willis. How are you doing? Okay. So what do you have reaping now?
We have a portion of corn ready, you know.
Is that sweet corn? Okay, sir. Let me just add that to the database for you. How much corn are you reaping?
We have 12 dozen corn ready, you know.
What's the selling price? 120 per dozen?
So you can look the buyer for me anytime you're ready. You hear, boss?
Another problem, Mr. Willis. I'll post the information for you, and once the market is available, I'll give you a call and let you know. All right, Mr. Willis, thanks for calling.
As easy as that, farmers are reaping economic benefits through tourism. The Agri-Linkages Exchange is an electronic platform where buyers and sellers of agricultural produce meet. Currently, there are agro-brokers who manage the platform. They operate from the Rural Agricultural Development Authority, RADA, St. Andrew office. It's a collaboration between the Ministries of Tourism and Industry, Commerce, Agriculture and Fisheries. The center has raked in more than $50 million in sales for approximately 400 farmers across the country.
This program is dedicated specifically to the farmers, and what we were trying to solve was the fact that a number of our hotel, especially our hotel purchasing personnel, had difficulty getting produce that was in season, out of season, or even where they were located. So you'll find that particular fruits that will be in abundance in the eastern end of the island never ever gets to the west, and vice versa. For example, mangoes. Mangoes are very abundant in the east. And again, the West would love to have some of the fruits that we have in abundance at one place. So the Agri-Linkages Exchange platforms would have been a link to ensure that both buyers and sellers meet. At this point, we have 55 hotels on it. We have 7 agro-processors. We have about 5 retail operators, but the retail are really large personnel. And each day is another day in which persons are added.
I was at a production and marketing meeting in my community where we were discussing where we can unload our produce. So one of the RADA extension officer recommended us to Alex. I just get my phone, get registered, and that's it. Since Alex, we have more in demand than supply. It's been so good for us, trust me.
There are farmers who might not be technologically savvy to actually go on the system themselves, so they'll call into the center and ask, and these agro-brokers will be able to put them on the system.
On a daily basis, I would say we get from maybe 20 calls per day or so from farmers. A lot of the calls that we do get, surprisingly, are farmers who are new to agriculture. They are curious about what Alex is about. Persons are now realizing that technology, agriculture, and production can all mix.
We supply and deliver produce, fruits, vegetables to hotels and restaurants. It's about 10 hotels that we supply on a weekly basis. Hotels that we supply, it's from small to large hotels. We found out about the Alex Center through a farmer. It is a very good initiative.
On a daily basis, we probably make contact with 20-30 buyers on behalf of our farmers, and they themselves, the buyers do call the center. Buyers request a varied amount of quantity produce depending on what the usage is. If it's for agro-processing or export, the volumes will range from as small as a small agro-processor may need 80 pounds of sorrel or 100 pounds, 200 pounds, 300 pounds, but then you have an exporter who will need 10,000 pounds of sweet potato, 15,000 pounds of pumpkin, 20,000 pounds of other produce. So the volumes vary depending on the usage. We walk with the farmers and we stay with them until the transaction is completed, until they're paid, until the goods are delivered.
Our hotels are interested in buying local produce. There's really no substitute for the produce that we actually produce here. If you were to import any of our grown provision, it wouldn't taste the same. And therefore, there's really no incentive for the hotels to be purchasing overseas. What we have not had from our local industry is exactly where it is and in what quantities. And Alex has been able to solve that mischief somewhat.
It's simple, man. Just get the phone or come down to the road where the office is, register with Alex, and that's it.
So we've looked at developments in tourism, justice and agriculture. How about some personal developments? After all, it does take us as humans to make the wheels of industry turn. So here are some positive outcomes of personal and ongoing developments. Number 1, it helps us overcome our limitations. Personal development reinforces our skills and acts as a push for improvement. While we're improving our knowledge, it's offering us the ability to complete work tasks on our own. Number 2, it enhances performance. Professionals who work on developing themselves continually are better able to perform their job. It boosts your confidence because you have a better understanding of your role and you can think of new ideas to go forward. Number 3, work satisfaction. You could have the edge over others in the market. Professionals who feel acknowledged through personal development may feel more satisfaction toward their jobs. And number 4, it gives clarity to your visions. Personal development gives you a clear idea as to what or where you'll be in the next few months or even years. Knowing this makes it easier to draw up a plan on how to achieve your goals. Let us think about how we can continue to develop ourselves as human beings. And as you do so, remember it's ultimately a step towards helping to make Jamaica the place of choice to live, work, raise families, and do business. Here's your final destination. Thanks so much for allowing Jamaica Magazine to take you on this tour, showcasing major developments in our country. You could easily schedule some more time with us just by watching some of our other shows on our YouTube channel and by visiting the JIS website. That's at www.jis.gov.jm or our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages. On behalf of the entire production team here at the JIS, I'm Theodore Henry. Take care.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.